My blog, Back to Basics, Everything Wrong with the Modern Diet. We've come such a long way from the lazy days on the farm. It seems now that the hamster wheel that is our daily life is impossible to get off, but we're all searching for a respite, a rest. Finding the answer could be the key to enabling the slowdown and the breathe. The realization that I can step off the fast-paced life and take a breath without my life falling apart is a massive mind shift. I believe it starts with food. Deeply embedded in our psyche is the animal who needs natural foods, warmth and company. For many years we've been pushing this animal away and numbing it down by this fast-paced life, grabbing fast foods, staying up late and working and not resting, all the while thinking that we've got to keep going. Daily releasing the fight hormones that keep us running away from the tiger. Getting back to an ancestral diet, one that is uncluttered with additives, one that is full of whole foods, not packed and processed for longevity on the shelf, is the key to stepping off the wheel. Fast foods have been part of our culture since the 70s. KFC opened in Auckland in 1971. And since then, the large chains have been providing nutrient-deficient foods to New Zealanders. That's 50 years to create more disease and more self-loathing than we've ever experienced, to undermine the health of an entire species. Easy to buy, mostly affordable, and playing into our narrative of not enough time to cook, we, as a nation, have been afflicted with more diabetes, heart disease, gut issues, and obesity than any other time in history. We need change now. There's a new wave of healthy people, some who are thriving due to experimenting with their own food, some whose health has been so bad that they found their own way through elimination. The ancestral diet, or getting back to basics, shows us that we don't need all the additives and the processing, that we can sustain and nurture ourselves naturally with locally sourced food. It's not impossible to regain our health, our birthright to radical aliveness. We're all familiar with the abbreviations paleo, keto, FODMAP, and we all know that the Atkins diet was all about protein. These diets encourage us to look beyond the food pyramid and beyond the fast food drive-through. They have been birthed from a sick and unhealthy population who need answers and a change. But are they just fads? The food pyramid wants you to think that they are fads and they don't last, and that you need 5 servings of vegetables a day, 50% carbs, lean meat, and no saturated fat. FYI, the food pyramid is sponsored by Kellogg's, Big Food and Big Pharma. But they're not fads. They're birthed from people pushing against the standard food narrative. Getting back to basics and eating simply and local is a new movement driven by thinkers who want more than just to exist. I believe it is the way to radical health. I don't want to eat food that's travelled some distance, and I don't want to eat food that is out of season. Our inner animal wants warm, slow-cooked food in the winter when fruits are scarce, and light meals when fruit is in season, when we can make yogurt from fresh milk and freshly slaughtered lamb chops. And eat freshly slaughtered lamb chops. It's simple and it's nourishing. Starting is easy. Clean out the packaged food from your pantry and fridge. Be ruthless. Take all the seed oils and dump them. That's all the processed oils from plants. These aren't doing you any good. Remove the sugar. Start reading labels. Don't buy anything that have more than 2 ingredients. Engaging with these guidelines, the food choices get interesting. Meat, eggs, cheese, dairy if you can, fish, fruit, seasonal fruit. We use salt on our food, and we cook in butter or tallow. Nutrient-rich foods like these can sustain you, hunger pains go, and life feels bigger and more alive. Nutrients from animal foods are 100% bioavailable. This means that the body, when digesting, can use all the food. It wastes nothing. Liver is nature's superfood. It is dense in essential vitamins and minerals, fatty acids that keep you sated and thriving. Drinking bone broth every day provides you with enough collagen to help you recover from exercise. It keeps your hair growing lustrously and keeps your skin glowing. So if you're feeling sluggish, slow, not thriving, if your gut health could be better, if your skin and hair are dull, I suggest you switch to the animal-based ancestral way of eating. Try it for a month and see if it can transform your life.